Okay, so we were just saying in Telegram it was very, very hard to predict what how they're going to do until they've done it. And it's quite hard to also predict without the FX SSI indicators. Without the indicators, people will be absolutely clueless about price direction. You'd have to be looking at fundamentals and possibly technicals, but even then you might get a bit confused. So what's happened with the dollar Swiss is that we'd come off quite an extreme. We're off 73%, and if you follow price action as I move my mouse, and they sell. Okay, this is what I mean about the movement across time. So even though here, right, we were 71%, so at a big picture level, it's a sell because they're long, but they're reducing their longs, and that's the key. They're reducing that volume, and they're selling. They're reducing longs and adding short, right? So it's basically the same thing, okay? They went slightly long, so you can see the price action here. Went sideways, and then they decided to sell it here. And so this is a good one, a good demonstration why the snapshot data can lead you a little bit astray, and you want to be looking at your dynamic flow. And this is the dynamic flow there. So very, very quick video today just about the pitfalls of looking at sentiment as a snapshot. It's all well and good, it's very, very powerful, but it can lead you a little bit astray here. You think, well, they're really long, we shouldn't really be falling, we shouldn't be going up, sorry, because they're really long, but they're reducing those longs and adding short. If they add short, what's going to happen to stop loss clusters? There's going to be a big stop loss cluster there, alright, and then they sell it again. They start to sell it. Where's the stop loss cluster going to be? We can see using the order book if it lets me. So we can add the SLCs, which I'm not sure why it's not there. I have to add them. That's fine. And you can see these blue things are old stop loss clusters. So while they sold, they're thinking, well, stop loss cluster, you know, may be okay here, quite wide. Unfortunately, prices has to go up to annihilate those positions and take those stops. And we can see the one above is at 89.10. It's a large size. What's going to happen? Possibly going to raid it if it continues lower. Now the profit ratio comes into play because it tells us the interchange of the smart traders, the smart retail traders, and they had actually gone. We're looking at blue for buys, and then we had an interchange here. So the smart retail traders went long here, and so the smart retail traders went long as the dumb retail traders sold. So this is why the profit ratio indicator is really, really powerful. And so it's just a quick video, really, just to be careful about looking at the snapshot. It's good, but you want to be looking, you know, where we come from, and the profit ratio indicator helps a lot as well. So if the smart retail traders are starting to buy as the dumb money are selling, that can be a good indication for price to continue higher. So just be careful, and obviously nothing is absolutely guaranteed. You absolutely need your risk management in play, and we aren't absolutely guaranteed we're going to get that stop loss cluster. We're 10 pips away. It's possibly the US PMI, which is due in 10 minutes, is probably going to raid that stop, and we can see a lot of liquidity out there as well. So it'd almost be likely it's going to raid that liquidity, but it's not guaranteed, and that's why you need your risk management. So just a quick one there. Be careful with the snapshot because it can give you like a false reading. You want to be looking at the movement across time. So if you were looking for sales and then they were selling as well, that herd, you'd probably want to exit, all right, because you don't want to be doing what they're doing. And so that's that. And they sold it again here, which kind of makes me think we are probably going to come up and get the SLC. So to remember to trade safely, and let me know if you've got any questions, and be careful and look at your other instruments as well. And the profit ratio is really, really good. You have to toggle the buy and the sell. By default it has signal, but you need to click that one there. All right.